Hello, welcome to Imperfect Garden. My name is Robert. Today we're going to talk a little bit about preparedness and preparedness when a crisis hits. And a crisis could be anything. Anything could happen, zombie attacks, dinosaurs, asteroids, whatever. But something that knocks out our structure, the society structure. And I don't mean like a total collapse. I mean like what happens if you have no electricity, your community water doesn't work, your heating doesn't work, stuff like that. We did that in a previous video when we talked about what kind of emergency food you need to have at home and how you need to think about water and heating, stuff like that. But today we're going to more talk about how do you cook your food. Let's say you have no electricity at home whatsoever. You live in an apartment. You don't have a fireplace or any place where you can lit a fire and cook your water or your food. You could survive on dry rations for a while, but eventually you will go crazy. You need to have hot food, especially if it's cold outside. So, what do you use? Of course, in Sweden, we love to use our Trianga kitchens. Trianga kitchen, this is a portable stove, outdoor stove, or what do you call it else? Well, it has many names. It's a camping tool for cooking, and it's super practical. It runs on pure alcohol. You could actually run it on other things too, but pure alcohol has the best efficiency, and it's no smoke, it's safe, and it runs very well on alcohol. Kerosene, you could use that too, of course, like lamp kerosene. But we use alcohol. And super light, very durable. Every part you need is in this one. And as someone said, if you are hiking in the mountains and you drop this out of a cliff, you just go down the cliff and pick up the pieces and you can cook, because this can take a beating. So let's take a closer look how you cook with a camping outdoors alcohol stove. I would say that most families in Scandinavia have one of these, because in Scandinavia we really like to go out camping. It's a big thing here, has always been. And we have a couple of Swedish companies that manufacture these, and Trianga is probably the most well-known, but you can find other manufacturers in Europe, or in USA or Canada. So let's open it up and see what kind of stuff it's in here and how do you do it. As I said, this is everything you need. Everything is prepared in this small pot. The weight of this is maybe under 2 kilos. What do you say? Let's say 1.5 kilos, because everything is aluminium. The lid that we use first is of course a frying pan, and this has a Teflon surface, non-stick surface. This is a plastic lid, you can see, with water. If you need to make pasta or something like that, you can just pour it over and you have place with a spoon. And now we start getting inside here. These clamps, they are for holding pots and the frying pan. The first thing here is, of course, you need to have something to boil water, or make coffee, or tea, or whatever you like. This is the most famous thing here in the small pan. No, the small, what do you call it? Kettle, I don't know. In this one, we have, of course, this is a grip. The grip is for holding everything, and it works for the frying pan and the pots. It's made in aluminium. Everything of this is made in aluminium. That is why it's so durable and also very light. In here we have the first aluminium pot. This is for making soup or pots or stuff like that. We have one more, a little bit bigger, with a non-stick surface. So this one you could fry a little bit in, like with this one. When I was a kid, the Trianga kitchen did not have these non-stick surfaces. Everything was aluminium when I was a kid. So, how do you set this up? Well, you remove this one. This is the bottom part of the whole package. This one you just turn around. This is the bottom stove where you start. You see, you have holes here, but only on one side. And then you have holes here too. And actually, it's meant for, the holy part is meant to be turned into the wind. So the wind goes in and goes up. But preferably, you need to find somewhere place where you have no wind. It's of course better, but you can turn this, you can use this even with a strong wind, it's possible. It's also called Storm Kitchen, I remember now. In this bag, we have the main part of the furnace. Do you call it furnace? The burner or whatever. This small aluminium, no, this small is brass. You call it, yeah, brass. This is the thing you use for the fire. This small container, you just unscrew the lid. And in here, you put the alcohol. It's still alcohol. It smells like bad vodka. So here you fill up the alcohol, like 1 deciliter or something like that. You put it in here, and then you just light it with a storm lighter or matches or whatever you need. This part here is actually a kind of a, when you want to kill the fire, for example, you can close this lid and put it over like this. So when it's burning with the blue flame here, you just throw it over like this, and of course it's no oxygen and it dies. If you want this to burn a little bit slow, you can use this and just open it a little bit like this. So it has a little bit of oxygen coming in, and this lid is, I don't know what it's made of, but some sort of metal. Doesn't feel like aluminium, I don't know. But it's meant for this to be able to withstand the fire for a long time, so it doesn't get destroyed. So you can have a little bit of fire, and when you want to, you just close it to kill it. But you don't need it right now. So when you start cooking, you use the other big part, the one with the big hole and with the clamps or whatever you call it. This one you just put over like this, and there is actually, you see, there's a small protrusion there and some holes there. So you just move it until it like locks into place, and then you turn a little bit more, and now you see it's stuck. So let's say you want to make a coffee in this one. You just turn these down and place it in the lowest part. And now you have the fire there, and it will cook. Same thing with the pots. Cooking, very easy. And when you want to use the frying pan, you take them out like this and you cook over here. So it's amazingly simple. Just use your grip to move everything. And it's also very safe. This is a thing that kids can use. When I was a kid in the Boy Scouts, when we were all out camping and hiking, we used all the time. I was like 10 years old. Because it's not burning, it's burning hot of course, but it's not burning, it's burning in a very controlled way. And it's stable, it doesn't fall. Really, I don't remember anyone burning themselves on this too. And also because this aluminium part is also like a protection, because you can't reach a fire. The only way is like to put your hands down here, but then you're stupid. You only put in the pots or the kettle or the frying pan. So in a crisis, in an emergency, at your home, this is a very good investment. You cannot cook for 10 people on this for like 2 months. That will be very difficult. But for a shorter time period, you can survive with this. And if you're 4 people, yeah, you can cook and feed 4 people on this for many weeks, as long as you have the alcohol. That is one of the problems with this, of course. When you go out hiking with one of these, the calculation is you need half a liter of alcohol per person per week. And then you need to start calculating. That means if you're a family of 4 people, that means you will burn 2 liters of alcohol every week. So make sure you have the alcohol, because the problem was, if we have a huge crisis and stuff like that, probably all this, the burning alcohol that we use for these kind of things, not the drinking one, they will run out very fast. So make sure you have, I don't know, at least for 2 weeks, it's like 4 liters of alcohol always in your prepping closet, in your prepping room. You need to have the alcohol. What kind of food is easiest to cook on this? I would say everything when you use dry food. You just add water and you make your soups, your pots, stuff like that. It's not like with this small frying pan, you can't start cooking like huge amount of meat and stuff like that, because it will take forever. And I think when you fill up the alcohol in the chamber, in the small alcohol furnace thing, I think it burns for like 30 minutes, I don't know, in full force, 30 minutes, one full, and that is all you have. So you have to like calculate, how long do I need to cook? I need to cook fast and efficient. And of course, the fastest way is to cook water, dry goods. That is the best thing. My conclusion of this is, get one Storm Kitchen portable stove or something like that. It doesn't have to be this one. There's other kinds too that runs on gas or stuff like that. Doesn't matter. You need to have somewhere you can cook without the need of electricity. And also make sure, if you get one of these or a portable stove, whatever kind of, you need to have the fuel too. Because there's no point in having this and then like, do I have some vodka at home? I can burn that. Yeah, you could probably burn, but there's very bad efficiency in that. Petrol? Yeah, you could use this with petrol, but imagine the smell and the smoke. With pure alcohol, I can lit this inside my home. It's no problem. Because there's very little smoke, it's very little heat, going up from here. Maybe you don't want to do it and have like a fire alarm straight above it, but other than that, you can lit this inside your home. You can't do that with petrol. Well, yeah. Make sure also you have some food you can cook. Dry food. Stuff like that. Something we have high nutrition in a very small package. Well, that was all. That was a small idea how to survive for a couple of weeks in an emergency. I hope you like this video. And like and subscribe, give me comments, and watch my other videos. And have a very good it's Saturday today. Oh, it's wine day, wine and cheese. Well, have a glass of wine, have some cheese, and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.